Okay, there are okay, I would like you, if you can, okay, you are going to find each of these differences and then compare them. For example, let's list this picture as picture A. Okay.
I don't think so. I think this is gonna be easy.
Okay. It probably will be. I didn't want to start it out with a very difficult task in the beginning. So, okay. So this would be picture B. Okay, hold on. All right, let me just try and explain. Okay. So we are going to begin, for example, if you see something in picture A, but it's not in picture B, you'll say, in picture A, there is, I don't know, let's say, I'm just using a random example. There is a yellow sun, but in picture B, there is an orange sun. Okay. You will use your difference between there is and there are. There is for one thing, there are for many things, or more than one thing. And okay, go ahead. And if you can, do you know how to draw on the screen like this?
Yes.
Okay, so you can circle the differences as you speak about them. Okay?
Okay.
You can circle them as you speak about them. Are you ready?
Wait, not yet.
Okay. Well, you may begin when you are ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
In picture A, the curtain has polka dot, but in picture B, the curtain has no polka dot.
Wonderful.
In picture A, there is a small watermelon, but in picture B, there's a yellow orange.
Okay.
No, yellow watermelon.
Okay, good.
In picture B, there's two mangoes on the table, but in picture B, there's one mango on the table.
Excellent.
In picture A, the sun has stripes outside.
Mm-hmm.
In picture B, the sun has no stripe outside.
Okay. Wonderful. Good. So let me help you. The word we can use here is like the sun has rays. We would call them rays. Like the sun rays. So just for future. Wonderful. Okay. Can you see any more differences?
Yes. In picture A, the girl is eating a yellow popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
But in picture B, the girl is eating a brown one.
Good.
In picture A, there is an orange juice. But in picture B, there's a strawberry juice.
Excellent job.
So is it 10 of them? Or?
Yes, there are 10 differences.
Oh wait. Outside the window in picture A have mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But in picture B, the mountain are not outside.
Good. Or not outside.
And the window is look in picture A have these bars, and picture B only have one.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's only one more difference.
One?
Yeah, I can see it. Let's just take a look again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
8. So there's 2 more.
2 more.
1, 2. Sorry, I'm trying to count again. I'm trying to make sure. But yes, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, did I count that already?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that would be 8.
8. 8.
So there's 2 more. Let's see. I know where the 1 is. I just need to find the next.
Starting to get tricky.
Yes, it might be very tricky. So one of the differences is really, really tiny. So look very carefully.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best to look with my own eyes.
Wonderful. Try counting again.
One of them are very small. Like, do you mean like really small, like an inch? Normal small.
I think normal small, not as small as an ant, but it's normal small, I think.
Oh, I can see there's a slice of lemon in picture A, and there's no slice of lemon in picture B.
Good job. That is the difference that I spotted, yes. Okay, now we are looking for one more.
Less.
Okay. Oh, I see the difference. Yes, I see the difference. I'm going to help you out because this circle is for the heel. Just want to make it more obvious. Okay. All right, I found it. The last one. If you do not see it, don't worry about it. I can show you it and then you can just explain it. So just let me know if you would like me to show it to you or still want to try looking.
Can you look for me?
Yes, I can show it to you. So here and here. Take a look at her dress and her neck section.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not going to give you the words, but can you try and explain what the difference is over there?
So the girl is wearing a shirt, but in picture B, the girl is wearing a t-shirt.
Good, that's a good explanation, yes. So like some people would call this a collar. So this is a collar. So yes, a shirt has collars and a t-shirt doesn't have collars. So both of those explanations are good. So you could say in picture in picture A, the girl has no collar, but in picture B, she has a collar. But that was a good explanation as well. So great job. I think you found all of them. Okay, let's just say 9. You found 9 of the differences. I think that was a wonderful job. Okay, good. So next time, I might have trickier ones. More differences that are more difficult. So, but this one went well. Okay. So next time, would you?
I want to say, like a question.
Yes.
Every time you give me a star, does this count like the numbers of the star you gave me?
If you would like to, yes, then it does count. But I love giving all of my students many stars because you guys try so hard and you work very hard. So I like to give you so many. I like to give you so much stars.
What does the star count in if we have that much?
It just means that you are a superstar for working really hard and finding all the differences. That's all that it counts in.
Okay.
And I just appreciate all your hard work in our lessons. So I like to give everyone many stars. Yay! Well, it depends. If it's like one question, sometimes I'll put one question. But since there were about 10 or so differences, I try to put more than 10, but there we go. I like doing stars. Okay. Okay, Bao. So in our last lesson that we had together, we had been discussing eating insects instead of animals. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Okay, I think we should just reread the story just to review so that we are able to continue and as well as answer the questions where we looking for opinions, your opinion. So have a go, read the paragraph again, the article again, and then we will move on to the next work. Just give it a second, it's going to load, but when it is loaded, you may begin reading over here. We usually
think that bugs are ugly and cause many problems. But in the future, we may eat insects for breakfast, lunch, and even dinner every day. Why will we eat insects? First, it will save our environment. Farm with animal needs a lot of water, land, and animal food. Animals such as cows and pigs also cause large amount of greenhouse gases. These gases are making our world warmer. If we eat insect instead of animal, such problem will not occur. Second, bugs are very good for our health. They contain a lot of protein and vitamin with very little fat. So people eating insect will be healthier than people eating beef or pork. The problem is that many people do not want to eat insects. In rich countries, citizens think that bugs are not good food. People do not change their thinking easily, so government cannot make people eat insects. Another problem is that eating bugs can sometimes make us sick. This is because they sometimes contain bad elements. Therefore, people must be very careful when they cook and eat bugs. Finally, many people may still believe that insects are dirty.
okay, good. That was a good recap. Okay, very quickly, yes. A very quick recap, but good. Okay, so that is what we have been discussing. Okay, eating insects versus instead of animals. All right. Now we have completed the opinion and the refuting opinions, supporting opinions, and refuting opinions. We have matched them, and I think we had said whether we agree or do not agree with some of them. Excuse me, my throat is a little scratchy. Okay. But let's try page 17 now. We are going to read the opinions and answer the questions. So let's read the supporting opinion. Go ahead and read the supporting opinion, please.
We need to eat insect because it is better for our environment and our body. Insect farm will need a lot less land and water. This means we can use the land to grow vegetables and other food. Therefore, there will be more food for everyone in the world. Also, the bugs that we will eat are healthy for us, so few people will become sick of that.
All right. And now here's an opposing opinion. Please read that.
Eating insects is a silly and strange idea. First, people do not want to eat bugs. We live in a good world and we do not want to eat insects. Most people want to eat delicious chicken, beef, or pork. They are real food that we have enjoyed for a long time. We cannot farm enough insects to feed everyone, and at the moment, if we stop farming animals today, there will no meat in the world.
All right. Okay, good. Just remember, read slow enough that you are able to mention all the words in the sentence, but so you can read quickly, but just make sure you mention everything, that you don't skip any words. Okay. Now, they would like us to circle the main idea in each opinion. So go ahead, read both of these paragraphs again, and please circle what you think is the main idea that this whole paragraph is speaking about in summary. Like one sentence to summarize this paragraph and this paragraph. So read it carefully and think about it, and then circle the sentence or main idea.
This one. Like this one.
Okay. And it's better for our environment or bodies. I agree with that. Good. And in the opposing opinion, what do you think the main idea is of this paragraph?
Like this one.
I agree with you again. Good job. Okay. Now, then they would like us to underline any supporting ideas. So we have the main idea. Now they would like any other points mentioned that supports the fact that it is better for our environment, and what other ideas support the fact that eating insects is silly and strange. So please underline. It could either be like words or phrases or the whole sentence. So, or short phrases or the whole sentence. So let's see, in this paragraph, what are the other ideas that support that it is better for our environment and bodies?
This one. Like it's a supporting.
Good. Yes, that is supporting the main idea. Yes.
This one. Oh.
I think so, yes.
Are there any more?
Yeah, I think there might be a few more. Let's see, in sentence 1. Yeah, I think there might be, you could, I think 2 more in the first one. And then this is correct as well. And I think there's 1 more over here. So might be 2 or 1 more in this one. And then depending on how you see it, and then there's 1 more over here in the opposing opinion. Good. That supports the main idea, and this as well, the fact that they say the bugs that we will eat are healthy for us, is supporting the idea of it's better for our environment and our bodies. So good. I could say that is 1, but I would actually think that another supporting idea is we cannot farm enough insects to feed everyone. I think that one. But that is true. Both of them could be, so I will mark it correct as well. So all of these are supporting the main idea in the paragraph. These are correct. Okay, which one do you agree with more personally? Do you agree with the supporting opinion of eating insects or the opposing opinion of eating insects?
Well, I will choose the opposing opinion.
You agree with this opposing opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at this and then try the last question. So look at both of the opinions, okay? Look at the main idea and the supporting ideas, okay? That supports the main idea. Do you think you can add any others? Because it says, can you think of some examples to support the ideas in each opinion? So remember, this is the idea in the first opinion. Insects are better for our environment and our bodies. That's the main idea. And this is the main idea. Eating insects is a silly and strange idea. Can you think of anything you can add to these facts? Because here's one. People do not want to eat bugs. These are they are real foods that we've enjoyed for a long time. We cannot farm insects to feed everyone. If we stop farming animals today, there will be no meat. And then these supporting ones as well. Insect farms will need less land and water. There will be more food for everyone in the world. The bugs we will eat are healthy for us. So, do you think you can add any other ideas to each of these paragraphs?
The supporting opinion, I will maybe just think that eating insect is really healthy and good for our body. That's it.
Just like that? Okay. You would add to the fact that yes. So it was already stated. Anything else other than that, or no? For supporting?
No.
Okay, that's fine. And what do you think you would add to opposing opinion? So being against only eating insects.
If one people are eating insect, they will need a lot of insect to fill in and out in their stomach. If they're not, they will still get hungry. And also they will be very careful about poisoning themselves.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I understand you entirely. So you said if one people eats, would you repeat that for me?
If one people eat insect, they will need more and lots of them to fill in their stomach.
Okay, yes. Anything else?
And also about the poisoning, they need to be careful of.
Okay, that some insects are poisonous. Okay. All right. So you said one people. What is a better word for a better way of saying one people? There's one word in English that is better to use instead of one people. Do you know that?
No.
Okay, so instead of using one people, because people doesn't mean one, people means many. So we cannot say it's only one
person.
There we go. So we can say if a person, all right, a person, that means one. Because people are already many. I think it's an uncountable noun. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, good. So all right, the opposing opinion. Yes, I think I already asked that. Which one do you agree with more? And I think you said the opposing opinion. Good. So I like you have, since our first lesson, you have improved in finding the main idea and supporting ideas. Wonderful. Great job. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to clear these drawings. We are going to do the discussion questions for the last part of the lesson. But before we do that, we have to stop and come back because we are running out of time. So let's stop, and then when we come back, for the last 10 minutes we will practice the discussion questions. Okay,
I'm gonna leave.
All right. All right, great. All right, can you hear me, Bao?
Yes, I can.
All right, wonderful. So let's spend the last few minutes discussing these questions. Please share with me your opinions. Number 1, how do you feel about eating insect meat if it is 100% safe?
Well, it's gonna be gross.
It's gonna be gross? That's what you feel about it? Yeah. I think I agree with you. Question 2. Should we stop eating animals if it makes our environment cleaner?
Well, it's amazing because now the environment are getting better, except for the forest, the trees.
Okay. What do you mean by the forest is not, except for the forest?
When we eat insect, it's not gonna change everything. Like literally nothing. It's not gonna change anything.
So, so, it's not going to change anything in the forest if we eat the insects? Is that what you mean? Okay. So are you saying it might get better if we stop eating meat on land? But the forest won't get any better if we...
Because if we eating insect,
okay.
That's gonna just cut down anyway.
Okay, so I think I see what you're saying. So do you mean that insects are important to the forest?
Not really. They're not.
They're not? Okay.
They're just for food for the forest.
For the forest animals, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to understand your answers. Okay. I think that makes sense. But let's focus a little bit more on the animals. So they say, remember in our paragraph that we read, that they said that because there are so many animals, like, let's think about it, cattle, which are cows, they say here, okay, I'm gonna underline the sentence. They said cows and pigs, okay, cause large amounts of greenhouse gases. So they say these gases are making our world warmer, which is what is considered bad for our environment. So they say if we stop eating the animals, that it will be better for the environment. In the way I'm understanding it, they are saying that there would be less gases. Do you think so or no?
I think so.
Okay. Can I share with you my opinion?
Okay.
All right. So I don't think this would be true, because I think us eating animals would make would cause that there would be less animals and less gases. If no one eats the animals, do you not think that the gases would be more? Like the gases that are harming the environment would be more?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
I think so too. So I think this is not, like, if false was a good answer, I think so too. Should we stop eating animals if it makes our environment cleaner? Yes or no? No. Because I don't think if we stop eating animals, our environment will be cleaner. Because if we don't, like I said, if we don't eat them, there would still be gases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure myself that I understand that. Okay, let's move on to number 3, because this is about you. Does it matter that what insect meat looks like? For example, when you okay, yes. All right. Would you explain what you mean by yes? By that?
We have to check that if they're poison or not, and is it safe to eat.
All right, good. And how about, like, have you thought about it? So insects include like worms. They would be juicy and, like, I know, squishy. And if you eat like a cricket or a locust, in other words, another grasshopper, they would be crunchy, or I don't know. Do you think that they should grind? Let's think about it. Grind the insects and make them look like a piece of meat? like into a powder and make a meat, or insects should be eaten just like they are?
Like, I think they have to grind up and make a flat one, like the real meat. Because in like a full-size version of them, it's just gonna be so gross.
Yeah, okay, so it does matter what the insect meat looks like. We don't want to see the insects. So a different form. All right. Question 4. Should the government stop the farming of animals? Like
No.
No. Okay. Why would you say? What do you mean by that?
Because if they doesn't have cows as farming and just let them out, then there would be no milk for the kid.
True. So, any other things you can think about that are reasons the government should not stop farming? Any other reasons?
And we also need a lot of meat to fill in our stomach, so it doesn't get hungry.
All right, good. I agree. So no, the government should not stop the farming of animals. Okay, number 5. Should we not eat any living animal? This is a very good thought. What do you think? Should we eat living animals? Yes or no?
My left brain says yes, but my right brain says no.
Okay. Why is your left? Yes. Why is your left brain saying yes and your right no?
Because when just looking around, if I eat living animal, that means I have to eat a cute animal, a hamster, a parrot, a cat, or a dog. And I don't want that. But if the yes part, I can eat chicken, cow, octopus, kind of like that. So it's a maybe.
Okay, so I think it's different. I mean, parrots, hamsters, and cats, I think their meat wouldn't be edible for personally, and I think we as humans know that, which is more.
No.
You don't. Except dogs?
Well, my place is different. We eat dog.
Oh.
But only in rare places, not everywhere. A rare one. A rare place that they have dog meat.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, I've heard of it, but I was never sure if it was true about dog meat. Okay. That is very strange. Have you eaten dog meat? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Because hearing that is too gross.
Yes, I agree with that. I don't think I would be able to eat dog meat as well. Okay, so your left brain says yes, no, and your right brain says yes. I guess that makes a reasonable explanation. Like, you can't eat a cat and dog and all of those pets, but it's okay to eat cows and octopus and fish, like you said. This is a tricky one. I know that there are many people who don't agree with eating any living animals, or like, let's say, meat in general. What do you call these people?
Vegan?
Okay, vegans. All right. What do you think the difference is between a vegan? I think we discussed this also. Vegans and vegetarians. So vegans, all right, don't take any produce from animals, like including the eggs and like cheese and milk. But vegetarians, they still like accept that. So that's the difference. But yes, you were correct. There are many people who do not believe in eating meat, and they are vegans or vegetarians, accepting any produce of that. Good. Okay. And then let's debate. Last opinion, okay? I just want you to share your thoughts about this. We should do a writing task, but we won't do one this week. We will do a writing task next week. Okay. Choose one sentence over here. Read the sentences. And just tell me if you agree or disagree with which one of them.
One, we should eat insect meat instead of animal meat. It's a no.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we would be saying the same things if we say why, because it's the same like reading the supporting opinion and a refuting opinion, supporting and opposing opinion. So I think we will focus on a writing task because this is actually better done in writing. So next week, but well done. Okay, so thank you. I think this is our introduction to our lessons once more. So thank you, Bao. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day today.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You too.
Bye.
Goodbye. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.